talk about it. Are you friends with your ex? Let me know in the comments down below. I need to know how you feel about it.
I'm gonna test this out. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Chariti Sinae and I am back with another video, and today is another episode of Chariti Chats. And today we just gonna be talking about, do y'all think it's okay to be friends with your ex? Because I want to know. I need to know. So we're gonna talk about it. I know a lot of people have a lot of different opinions about this. Some people think it's okay and some people are absolutely dead set against it, and I understand why on both ends, and this is why I kind of straddle the fence when it comes to this, but I'm always willing to talk about it. So if you want to know how I feel about this, let's just get into the video. Some people feel like they could be friends with their ex. Some people disagree with it, some people agree with it, like, and that's okay. Like, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Now, when I was younger, I used to be dead set against it. I'm probably gonna have to close my window because the sun is going up and down and it's irritating me. But yeah, but I'm on the fence. When I was younger, I used to be dead set against it. I just didn't believe in it because I've dealt with it. I've been in the position, you know, on the other end where I've had significant others who believed in being friends with their ex, and it always ended up bad for me. So, you know, I went through this time. I'm like, no, you can't. I don't agree with it, and it's either them or me. Now, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm real good at giving ultimatums, but I done grew out of that because I done grew, okay? The reasons I'm on the fence about it, like, I agree and I can disagree because I feel like it depends on the person, and not even just the ex, but also your significant other. I think it has a lot to do with maturity on both ends, and that's what it should be based off of. I feel like it has a lot to do with not only maturity but intentions, and I think that's where I tend to steer away from the whole being friends with your ex, because I'm all about intentions. I need to know your intentions behind everything. I need to know, like, why you say certain stuff, why you do certain stuff, and I pay a lot of attention to those type of things. So I do feel like it depends on the maturity of the situation. I feel like there are questions that should be asked if you are told that your significant other is friends with their ex. I feel like you have the right to ask certain questions, like, okay, so how long were y'all together? How long has it been since you've been with that person, and why did y'all break up? And why do y'all feel like y'all need to be friends? Like, why do y'all feel like y'all still need to be in each other's lives after a breakup? And I feel like once you ask those questions and their responses and the way they react to you asking those questions, I feel like that's gonna say a lot. Because one, if they get, you know, defensive, or if they feel a certain type of way, like you can't ask them that, then I'm probably gonna be done with you right then and there. Because why can't I ask you? Because I feel like anything you need to know when you're dealing with somebody, when you decide that you're dealing with somebody, you have the right to ask questions. And I feel like there are certain things that should be asked and should be established right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like once you ask those questions, just see how they answer it, see how they feel about it, and go from there. And, you know, as a woman, we have good intuition, so follow whatever you feeling, and if it's really weighing heavy on you, and if it just don't feel right, if it don't seem right, and you just really it feels off, then okay, that's telling you right then and there. Unless you have some serious trust issues, then you need to figure that out first before you trust that. So with me, you know, people are real good at playing the do you trust me, don't you trust me, and I'm just like, okay, but that's not what we're talking about. I need to know this and this and this, everything I just listed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you can go into something with the right mindset and with good intentions, but that don't mean the other person is coming into it with the same intentions. You know, like, some people want to be friends with their ex because they're trying to make their way back in. And that all goes back to the maturity of the situation. Like, are you mature enough to be friends with your ex? Are you disciplined enough to be friends with your ex? Because I feel like if you're still in a place where you could be friends with your ex, but you know that at any given moment, if you want it to and if you allow it to, it can go left, then you have no, like, literally, you have no reason to be friends with your ex. Like, you should not be in that situation if y'all could still take it further than what it should be. I feel like it also has to do with how well do you know your ex, in which it's an ex, so you should know them pretty well, and you should know if they still have feelings for you. You should know if they still have hope that y'all could be something else in the future. You should know a lot, and you should know, you know, like, if they still want you, because at the end of the day, their intentions for being there and being your friend could just be trying to get in your business and know what's going on with you and the next female and the next relationship, and knowing what to do and what not to do. Like, you literally, you never know someone's intentions, and that's my whole issue with it. Because it's not, yeah, I trust you, but what's going to happen when you open that door to being friends with your ex and you're putting yourself in that position? Now you are allowing, you know, certain things to, like, sneak in and come in, and you are making room for other things to happen. And even though, like, you might not let it happen, you allowed it to present itself. You allowed that situation to even come to you. You know, even if you stop it, I'm still gonna be mad. I'm still gonna be mad if you put yourself in a position to where this can now go down and they can try you on this level because you thought it was okay in the first place. I like to think of the future, and I like to think of the effects that certain situations can have and the outcomes. So it's just like, I'm never going to be mad at the ex. I'm going to be mad at my significant other because you thought it was okay to put yourself in the position to allow this to even happen. You know, even if you truly didn't know, like, okay, cool, but maybe you shouldn't have never been friends with your ex. That's why, you know, I feel the way I do when it comes to it. Like, I am on the fence. You know, I'm always, well, I'm not how I used to be where I'm just dead set against it, but I am willing to listen now because, you know, that comes with growth. I've learned to not just shut things down automatically just because, like, no, I'm not doing it, or because of my past situations. You know, I've learned to listen to people, and, you know, I've learned to just ask questions, and I want to have a clear understanding. Now, after I have that clear understanding, that's when I'm going to move how I feel the need to. If I feel the need to tell you, like, okay, I'm not really feeling it. Like, I still don't really trust it. Or, okay, cool, I understand that. Because there are a lot of people who feel like them and their ex never should have even been in a relationship. And I think that's very possible. A lot of times we get with people that we should have just remained friends with in the first place. I feel like that is very possible, and I think that's okay to figure that out and then to realize that and then move as such, you know, just move accordingly. I think that's very possible, and I agree with that. And, you know, you tried, but hey, now we know that we cannot be more than friends because it's not going to work. Something I also take into consideration is how you guys interact when you're both single. I think that plays a huge part because a lot of people like to throw the single card out there. Like, I mean, I'm single, I could do whatever I want to do, but you're single, you feel the need to what? Feel like you could slide something in because this is your ex, and you could, so y'all could flirt, y'all could do this and that. And I think that's cool to a certain extent, to have that mindset for when you're single and then you get in a relationship and then it's cut off. Now y'all are still friends, but I still feel a way about that. I need to know how y'all interact when both of y'all are single. Y'all don't have to answer to nobody. So what do y'all do then? Because when you get in a relationship, yeah, you can say, y'all cut it off, but at the end of the day, it's just like, she might be looking at me like, but girl, if you knew I had him or her last week before he decided to go ahead and fully commit to you, or a few months ago before he decided to go ahead and fully commit to you, and once he's done with you, I'm going to have him again. And that's what gets me. Like, that's the stuff I think about. Because it's just like, then are y'all really friends? Or are y'all just convenient? Like, are y'all just there for each other's convenience? And y'all just feel the need to still be friends. Because, hey, why not? Like, some people be friends with their ex just because it's just like, why not? She was cool people. Like, and it's just like, no. Like, no. Me, I think, like the example I just said, if you get with a friend and you figure out in the relationship that y'all should have stayed friends, y'all should have never gotten in that relationship in the first place, that's good that y'all figured that out. Now y'all know y'all can't be more than friends. Cool. So now we just gonna go our separate ways, still remain friends. We gonna move along, move accordingly, go to the next, and that's just what it is. Like, I can get with that. I think that's fine, and I think that's 100% okay. But it's just like, it's the people with the shady intentions. That's my problem, because I also have a big thing with looking stupid, and I think we all do. I don't like to look stupid. I don't like to look dumb. And at the end of the day, I want to know everything. So if you are friends with your ex, and if you did do this and that with her before y'all got together, before we got together, my bad, let me know. Because I don't want anybody to be able to tell me something that I should have known from you. I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't want any of that. I don't want no parts of being surprised, being told something I didn't know when it could have just simply came from you. So when somebody do try and put something out there, trying to make me feel a certain type of way, trying to make me look a certain type of way, I'm not, because I already knew. So now you look dumb. Because we over here living in an honest, in an open relationship. And when I say open, I'm saying with the honesty, not literally. With an open relationship, and I've been through all of this. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that's what it is. I also feel like, seeing if the ex has moved on. Because if the ex hasn't had someone since they've been with your significant other, then that's a red flag for me. Because I'm like, okay, like, what's she waiting on? Like, why aren't you committed to someone new? Because they are, clearly. So, like, what's going on with you? What's being said for you to not have moved on yet, or have tried? Like, have they been in a relationship since they've been with you, or what's been going on? Like, they just been single this entire time, she or he, whoever. But I feel like that's an appropriate question to ask as well. Like, okay, cool, who you been with after mine? Because that's what it is now, mine. I don't like, when I'm being told, like, yeah, I'm cool with my ex, but I got it all under control, because I don't want her, da-da-da-da-da. I don't like being told that. I want to be told, like, yeah, I'm friends with my ex, but you know, it just didn't work out. We're better off as friends, and that's it. Tell me why. What significance do they hold in your life for you to feel like you have to hold on to them in a friendship because you couldn't do it in a relationship? So what do they bring? What value do they have in your life that you just have to hold on to them? That's what I need to know. Those are all of the questions I'm gonna ask. I don't know, like, y'all let me know. Like, do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree? Like, let me know. The one side of things where it's just like you want to be friends with the ex, but you know the ex want to be more, but because you just think they cool people and you just want to be friends, you holding on to them. And no, it needs to be mutual. Y'all both need to feel the same way. Y'all both need to feel like, nah, we just friends, and that's it. You know, when I was younger, I had situations, you know, where, you know, they saying, no, we just friends, like, that's just what it is, da-da-da-da-da, but they both know it's more than that, or they both know it could be more than that, or they both want it to be, or they both know where home at the end of the day. See, that type of stuff, that's what I can't do. Because it's just like, what do you mean you know where home at, but you with me? So why? Because some people like to be friends with their ex just because, like, they wait in on the right time. You know, some people stay single because they waiting on the right time. Or, you know, some people like to part ways, go explore their options because they needed a break. So while they're on their break, they remain friends. But they both like, yeah, you know, I'm dating this person, I'm dating that person, but, you know, this is just until the break is over. You know what I'm saying? And I can't deal with that either. And I don't even feel like having to wonder about all that, but I really do feel like that's why you take time to truly get to know your significant other, so you could build that trust and you could build that bond, so where y'all could be truthful, be honest, and be open with one another, and just be transparent. I feel like that's what really helps, because once you solid in your relationship, anything that's outside of that, you know, can't just come in that easy. I feel like it does go back to who you are with at the end of the day. Because sometimes it be your significant other that's stringing that person along. Sometimes it ain't all about the ex. It's about your significant other because they're unstable and they need to grow up. But I mean, yeah, you know, that's how I feel about it. I have, like I said, I'm on the fence. I feel like it depends on the maturity on both parts and the intentions. Because also, what y'all gonna be doing? Y'all hang out? Where? Where do y'all go? Just watch out for the communication, the interaction, how they act around each other when they're in person. Just literally just watch and just look and just, like I'm saying, observe. Just see how they communicate, because that's going to tell you a lot. Because there are boundaries that you have to set, especially when it comes to an ex. You got to set those boundaries, because an ex, depending on how long y'all been in a relationship, they know you. Like, they know you. And it's just like, dang, you really gonna be friends with a person that knows you like I know you? You know what I mean. That's a hard pill to swallow for some people, and I completely understand. Because it's just like, dang, I hope I made sense. I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. You know, like, if some of y'all want to agree to disagree, that's cool. But like I said, I really want to know how people feel about it. Like I said, I'm on the fence with it. You know, I'm always willing to communicate about it, whatever. So yeah, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode of Charity Chats. You know, I hope y'all like this video. Comment down below, let me know what y'all would like to see from me on my channel. Keep in mind, this is a beauty channel. And then like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications so you will be notified whenever I do upload. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.